Hello, I'm Steve Mason and welcome to the podcast for the Mosquito Coast. I don't know what the hell that was, but yeah, the Mosquito Coast. And I'm pressing play now as it's the only button on the menu screen. So play. Right, the reason why I'm doing this as a podcast is it's also, I need to warn you, it's a Warner Brothers one. I've just moved the camera. Naughty in the microphone. I didn't realise this was one of my most popular reviews, fast forward reviews, and there's a lot of great feedback on there, and it's a brilliant film except for if that's a red line under, it doesn't look good on the Blu-ray player. It's very small, very quiet. It's directed by Peter Weir, who's famous for Truman Show and another film I got recently with a way back. I don't like this red line underneath the actor's font. It's if that's meant to be a solid red, it's not looking solid red. Conrad Roberts and Andre Gregory as the never-ending spell good. Okay, co-starring Martha Pimiad. Right. Okay. So anyway, I'm ranting on. I seen this film when I was very young, randomly on the television, and I always want to see it again. And I remember from video shops. Just remember the painting of Harrison Ford. And Harrison Ford's Indiana Jones and Han Solo. You know, Harrison Ford was a massive deal in the 80s and 90s and still is today. And basically, what I couldn't find it anywhere, and it was one of these films in the UK where it just fell off the radar. And I remember seeing it in New Zealand and the video shops there. So I seen it again in New Zealand and I watched it and I absolutely loved it. I mean, it's something about the escapism and stuff like that, and you know, I bought it, and you know, a lot of people ask for this. Guys asked me about this before, and I was like, oh yeah, the Mosquito Coast. It's almost like, yeah, it just almost totally fell off the radar. Limited run on DVD, very limited. As I say, it's only got a play button on the menu screen, and it looks like it's going to be proper narrow. It is very fucking narrow. So we open up to a nice little country field of cows, and see, yeah, there's no, it's the way it's meant to look. Well, just it almost looks like fucking, shit man, I'm talking Ghost Rider, fucking make proper memory blank. It's River Phoenix narrates over this as well. It works canny. River Phoenix was called back multiple times as he plays a lot older. He's a lot older than the actual character was meant to be. Corey Haim's father turned this down for Corey Haim to go off and play Lucas. Harrison Ford and River Phoenix became good friends on this. It's why River Phoenix plays young Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade. And this is one of Harrison Ford's favourite movies. And I think he's phenomenal in this. He just goes on these massive ranging tangents, like I am right now, about his views about the world, and you know, he's just free-minded, very open-minded, spade to spade kind of stuff. And you know, he doesn't care who he insults and what he insults. He just talks and talks and talks. I love that. All hot dogs 79. But even going in here to the store, and even I mean, he's quite famous there as well. He's been in a lot of movies. I'm trying to think what he's in now. When he's is he in Shallow Hal? He's Shallow Hal. He's support cast in Shallow Hal. He's quite famous. He's unfortunately losing his hair quite there as well. Good hardware store back in the 80s and stuff. And shops like that are gone now. You go into fucking B&Q or you go into whatever does stuff and you're like, what the fuck? There we go, there's the fun of the movie there, Coca-Cola advert. You're not going to get much of adverts after that. You know, he wants American made stuff, you know what I mean? He's quite he's not racist, but he's a proud American kind of thing. He doesn't want any. He wants his money to go back to America, and it's like the money needs to go back to the world. You know, it doesn't matter where it comes from, where it's best made. You know what I mean? And he just goes on this massive rant. See, you know, I don't think you meant to like him. I thought that was fucking Roger Moore there, ninja or fucking chainsaw. I was looking at Roger Moore, but you're not meant to junkyard. You're not meant to like him in a way. You know what I mean? But. So yeah, junkyards are long gone as well. Tried to find a junkyard a couple of years back for a music video. Fucking hard things to come by. You know, everything's just fucking scrapped and recycled so quickly now. Nothing goes lying around for enough. Grew up playing in a junkyard most of the time as well. But yeah, so it came along the mid 80s. It's got a massive cast for such a short film. Let's say if anyone likes the Truman Show, it's the same director as the Truman Show. And just Harrison Ford's just on fire. River Phoenix, Stand By Me era as well. He's like really good in the support roles, so you got that, the little brother as well. And basically he's making an ice machine, really. That's what he's doing. He's making an instant ice machine. Taking away the fact of putting them in the cubes and putting them in the freezer and waiting. His invention he's coming up with is an instant ice machine, and that's his little theory. You know, so he's willing to risk his family life just to go on a mad ranting tangent. But there's a lot of love for this movie. Again, great the comments. There was a comment the other day. I should remember who commented on. He was on about being a 5-star movie. And I was like, bloody hell, look at how well the Mosquito's Coast is doing. And I was like, right, podcast. So it'll be podcast this, and then it'll be Dick Tracy tomorrow, I imagine. There's Helen Mirren as well. Early role for her, and then 2 ginger kids from The Great Outdoors as well there, you know. So I can see him. So I've got some uploading to do, so I'm gonna have to fucking quit on moving as I keep on talking. So yeah, he's been employed to make a Croft Harvard thing and hire his inventions. Must be paying him a good wage, free house and all that. Yeah. I just remember it being like, you know, the front cover is very like, just a whole like oil painting of him like sort of looking like lost, and he wants to be in his utopia. He's got USA written. He's got US written on it anyway. There's a lot of invention. I mean, even Gremlins, the Pulsar, the Bathroom Buddy. Everyone was inventing shit. So yeah. So, sorry if I'm stopped talking for a minute. I just want to get these next videos on the roll. The Mass Podcast. So I'm well up to date with my podcasts. That's why I'm recording this one today. Shift pattern of them into 5 days on, 2 days off. That's the first day. Filmed my t-shirt video last night. 2 hours it took to go through all my t-shirts, and it took about an hour to refold them and put them away. But yeah. So yeah, he's created this invention. I don't know what if it's plugged in or anything like that. It's all done with like, you know, crazy steam and stuff like that. I'm not sure he's done it. Yes. And the noise. Okay, I'm coming back. Moving chair. I do know when I went to the film locations as well. Jack Nicholson wanted to do this, but Jack Nicholson didn't want to miss any of his was it Lakers he's a massive fan of. I'm sure Jack Nicholson pops up in a movie watching just in the background. But yeah, Jack Nicholson didn't want to do it, so he didn't want to travel. And as I say, like when they were filming, I think they had to move most of the location when they actually found long lost bloody tomb or remains of some culture. So it suffered massive budget problems for relocation and stuff like that. But I was a kid watching it, especially New Zealand and stuff. It was the case of like, right, okay, it's that idea of like, right, let's go somewhere and just build life. And as a kid, you go, right, go make a tree house in the woods, because obviously I grew up around a lot of trees and stuff. So you go and make your own little utopia, you know what I mean, your own little lair, and you know what I mean. It's I think it's every man's dream, you know, to build a home, the home they want, you know, what they like, the differences. Like combine harvester in the background, it's fucking massive. But yeah, Harrison Ford, he's quite a weird character in this. He's very determined, he's very motivated in his own right. And I don't think he'd give 2 fucks outside his family. So we get a nice truck view, a hold up, and the boxes. And that's this rant. And a big there's a lot going on there. I say there's a lot of farm workers there, which you could look back now and go that. What age rating is this? It's a PG. I would have said this needs to be reclassified as a 12. To say no additional features. I was hoping that it might come out as part of the HMV Platinum collection. As a lot of Warner Brothers movies have been popping up, like New Jack City and stuff that hasn't been available. But then it's like the case of Passenger 57, to us this time, some coincidence there, popped out, standard release, no extra dishes. It's like Maverick did as well, and they just, they finally like give a batch out and release them. But then I thought this might do it, but looking how crammed and cut down it is, you can see the film crew and his reflection of his eyes, a lot of them. It's just, it does need restoring. It's tiny. But yeah, there's a lot of love for this film. I've said that before. So yeah, oh, this is they go to the house, don't they? Goes to the house of. See again though, it's weird. It's like here he goes here to look at where the servants and the workers live together in a house. And he just walks through the front door, and just looking at where people live, and he's always trying to educate and obviously learn himself. He learns speaking out his own mind. I look at the location, and that house is wrecked. That's poor conditions. That. Baba. Staring out that window. River Phoenix is such a lost talent. I try to collect a lot of River Phoenix movies when I was younger. I had Little Nikita and stuff. I've got Running Empty still. Running Empty is because he met his girlfriend in this. They were together for quite a while. Who's from the Goonies, Martha Lampton, I think's her name. He had met the girlfriend in this. He was in My Own Private Idaho. That's one of the HMV Platinum collections. Indiana Jones. I don't know, it's just just a shame. We lost him quite early. He was 23, man. That's mental. Yes, Joaquin's went on to, surpass him in a way, like, all the stuff he's done, but it's mental to think that, at a young age watching this as well, knowing that he had died at such a young age before he like 23, it's like bloody hell, he didn't even know his life was going to be over, but it's just life though, isn't it? Fine. Tragedy. That way back, the Ed Harris movie, Ed Harris Truman Show. I seen the trailer and I think that looks mint. And I didn't really enjoy it. It's just them walking. It's just them walking, trying to get back, and a couple of twists and turns, but not a lot going on there. And it's into the collection, filed away. Yeah, I think it's, Truman Show's a great film, so he's going to take his ice machine to the house. I think it's the last time I've ever seen them two ginger kids. That and The Great Outdoors as well. The bald-headed bear. You've got a fucking dentist chair there. La Mosquito. He's went down, made friends, and he's all of a sudden he's about to risk everything for his family. These more ideas. It's like the old doctor's house or something. Just decided to Moved 4 kids and a wife from home to start with nothing. The hands in here's Ali Fox, signed Ali Fox. I enjoyed doing the review. It's great to find like there's an audience out there for Mosquito's course to say like such a young age. Just something about the escapism of it. I like it. I love any kind of like adventure and stuff like that kind of movies. Good old 80s. The lack of CGI in this as well. I don't think there is any. I mean, Harrison Ford as well, he didn't have to do this movie, but you know, he's really into it. Look, just left. Leaving all that stuff. Just like, right, don't even lock the door. Dishes not done. 4 kids. Been an adventure. Gone. That's just sense the adventure. Tipper tipper, harbourly tipper. I get the boat out as well. Goodbye, America. Goodbye, America. Bye bye. He's wearing his fucking Ace Ventura t-shirt. The unicorn. Oh, there's the priest. That actor there, he plays quite a good role because he turns halfway through the movie. The captain who's just appeared is from Silver Bullet as well. There's another. Preferably, he's normally the guy you see on boxes and stuff like that because he's all gritting his teeth. I think he's the barber in Silver Bullet. Amen. River Phoenix totally eyeballing the cutting camera in the background there. I've never been I remember going to Amsterdam with Casper, Alison and Cooper, and I'd been on boats before. I'd been over to France and stuff like that, but Amsterdam's a good fucking travel. You know, it's like 16 hours or something. I was like, never again, man. It's like an hour on a plane. Like, I know you can get up and go around. You're traveling as you move, but traveling as you move. You know what I mean. Nice, he's taking a big risk. Got great enthusiasm, hasn't he? The preacher. I know I've told you this story on podcast before, but I can just say, next you're not going to watch all these in order, are you? The Holy Bible, the pocket edition, it fucking comes with jeans on it. There was a knock at the door the other day. It was Jehovah's Witness. And there was a knock at my front door at the same time. I was like, wait a minute. And I went to the front door and there was a Jehovah's Witness at the other door. And I was like, what the fuck's this? I'm supposed to get out of my house. I went, sorry mate, there's one of your mates at the back door. And he went, alright. So I shut the front door, went back, alright. And I was about to leave the house to go to work anyway. And just as I got in my car, they walked past us waving simultaneously together. I was just like, bloody hell, scaring us. Oh, binocular shot. Binocular shot. That's Martha enters. We have no binocular vision, so good tick. Got a Walkman on there. I doubted that this is the first time they've met, considering they're all at dinner last night, but there we go. She's rocking her Walkman. She's worked steady. I mean, she's normally just a supporting actress and stuff. She pops up in a few things, but say she was in that running on empty. Yeah. She's along with her father, the Reverend, on a mission. Dead-eyed River Phoenix. So while they're chit-chatting on the boat, I'll hit IMDb. Let's have a look. Ba, ba, ba. I can be your girlfriend. Welcome board coming up there of a choir. Imagine that. Ready, kids? There's one coming. Right. We're going out there to say goodbye. (1986) this came out. 6.6 on IMDb. And Inventor. Let's have a look. Trivia. While building a town set in Brazil, I think I've read most of this already. There's not much on there, but so it's based on a book. So the book's rather gruesome ending was toned down for the movie. In the book, Ali Fox finally collapses, after which he is eaten by vultures, the creatures he describes for the books. In the movie, this character played by Harrison Ford slowly dies from his wounds. So yeah, I mean, it's one of them open-ended endings. Does he die? Because it just pans up, doesn't it, when he's up the river as well. The name of the ice machine is Fat Boy. Second and final date, a collaboration on Harrison Ford and Peter Weir, their first being Witness. So they worked on Witness together and The Year of Living Dangerously. Ford and Gibson. Expendables 3. Harrison Ford was in Expendables 3. Forget about that. Goofs. While Ali's Fox family are being lashed by the violent winds, the horizon range during the hurricane, a couple of palm trees in the background are standing particularly still. The ice and fire technique using heat, aroma and oxygen was actually invented in 1822 by English scientist Michael Faraday. Okay, so there's not a lot on IMDb. Let's get like a little dance going on there. A lot of sharp hip movements there, isn't it? Mosquito's Coast is one of River Phoenix's movies to appear on the top 3. Dark Blood, Silent Tongue, that was a good film. Thing Called Love, again, that's with a girl in again. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Breaking Girl. Sneakers, I love that film. Dogfight, I've seen Dogfight as well, yeah. I Love You to Death. Night in the Life of Jimmy Reldon, Little Nikita, Running on Empty, Sort of Iron Zombie. So this was the same year as Stand By Me. It was in the Explorers. I had worked a few little things, but yeah, it was pretty much Explorers, this, Stand By Me, and then boom, he became this like teen icon until he's unfortunately he's deaf. Look at that water, man. Yeah, so the bought a town anyway. Go with mine, baby. The bought a town character comes in here. Boat cruise. Oh, fucking hell. That's not bad. It's got that like it looks like it's been filmed at sea and stuff. Now we get murky waters and he has to get in. I wouldn't get in there. They're gonna fucking stick. Fuck that. Little Hardy is the name of his boat. Stay back and he fucking falls down, doesn't he? But see, even the character there is just like, how are you supposed to, he's just pushing on, like, even though the guy's telling him he's an experienced boatman to stay back a little bit, and he's still like pushing on, curiosity. he's willing to risk everything until it's too late. That's kind of the story you've got with him. Look at that shot, man, it's fucking awesome. Tell you when you see Anaconda and that, it's almost like the same kind of river effect they're having up the river. That would be horrible, that, like. I mean, look at that, that looks fucking class, like. Fluorescent seas. It shows you that it's a long, you know, it's not just a short trip, but. And there's his town. And he has no idea what town he's bought, but Geronimo, I think it's called. Yeah, monkeys, these snakes. Definitely no Wi-Fi. Soundtrack's quite good as well. Like, just like, you know, it's like it kind of, when you look at it, you feel you get from it to Crocodile Dundee and Romance in the Stone. You know, it's obviously that kind of 80s, but something about what's going on with the colour there as well. Just Geronimo. Everyone's excited. Get ready for this town. Even here, he's not even straight off. Doesn't even help his family off. He's like, right, okay. You know, he's left them. That's his town. Little shanty town. Can you see the town? Imagine living there all your life. Then all of a sudden this American family comes in. Right, we've bought this town. What's it about? See, this is what I love about this. That's what he starts off with and what he creates. Oh, hold on, what's going on? I mean, that must be like follow your kid in the distance, like. To create as a relocation as well. Predator, Predator. There's another film I was talking about like that. Just look at Scott. He goes on these mad ranching tangents. Again though, like no water supply and all that, just such a risk for your family. I mean, what happens if one of them gets sick? You know what I mean? Look how long it took to get there. Chop, chop. Chop, chop. Found loads of wood. Do, 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 do. You know, so you buy a town like that, you need a kind of export, you know what I mean? Again, yeah, look after your kids. just into the wild, basically. Doo-doo-doo. Become a jungle man. Again, I just, you know, it's one of those films you see early on. You maybe only catch like an hour, and you remember it. And just the rediscovering of it, you know. What's he got there? Fucking coconut. Oh, fucking pineapple. Some kind of melon. It's fucking 5 in the bed. He tells a little story. Harrison. I suppose they didn't get a lot more work, you know, because, you know, like twins. So yeah, they've already hacked down half of it, started a little fire there going. Lumber. So then again, he motivates, he comes in, he takes the town, these people are like, are going to learn from him. Kill them. What's that written on the fucking tree? Kill them. What's that about? You know, he's like builds a community. You know, from nothing, and that's quite. You know, it's what people want to do. You know, do it your way. So he's going to plant food and all kinds of stuff here. Did he bring the fat boy with him? I'm sure he did. Yeah, it's a great, like, the extras that come along. I think that's Charlie, I think. That must be so fucking hot, like. It does look like the Predator jungle, like. Hope. Where Phoenix wakes. Sees his dark creeping off. With a tape measure. Just trying to look there, I think River Phoenix's name. Yeah. So Harrison Ford, Helen Mirren, and River Phoenix's names are on there. How far should a man go to find his dreams? Ali Fox went to Mosquito's coast. He went too far. So, yeah. I don't remember this being a 2-hour film, though, so here we go. Podcast it. See, look at this, man. It just starts, you know, it's fucking. I don't know, one of them's got a chainsaw. You know, how much did they bring on this? But there's that side again, kill them. Must be mosquitoes, I don't know. Because it's not going. Geronimo! So yeah, to start like building a house. For going workforce. He's got himself a tape measure on his pocket. Look at him. Oh, Kev Hawke from Legion of Doom doesn't jump off and clothesline him. Fucking hell. These people are multiplying, like. So he goes on these rants. It's like a montage of rants. This, that, other. I think he should have started growing a beard on this. He really shapes up what America's like. Wrong. They've never been to America, but he's going to tell them that they're wrong. This is the place to be. But it's what Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford's mint in this. There you go, he's got a fuck off chainsaw. Is that the one fucking. Just ranting away. Again, though, if you want to build a home and all that, and you know what I mean, there's trees all around you, you're cutting down the trees and you're building a home. So, you know what I mean? Just completely ranted while the chainsaw and you can't hear him, so it's like, fucking the guy doesn't shut up. It's completely like. Real in terror. But it's great to see, like, you know, as I said before, like the people that learn a trade. You know, like he's building a community film. You know what I mean? It's like this is going to be their utopia. And so far, if you're watching the movie you've never seen before, what he does next, it's like, right, okay. There's Helen Mirren, dedicated actor in the background there, just chopping away. Now he's got a fucking blowtorch. Where's he getting this stuff? He's got fucking blowtorch cropping up ironworks for iron wheels. And Phoenix narrates over it again. And there you go, here comes the invention, just making like the water. You know, simple things, pulling water from them. Yeah, that's where Phoenix closes a montage, look. You know what I mean? Watering, he's got the whole place, like, these crazy inventions. And the kids have finally found a bike. Dad, we got a bike, yeah. See, who had a bike over there? Like, oh, okay, it's an old mining town, deserted, isn't it? This guy's little dictating board there. The craftsmanship on the deck, I don't like. I don't care. Like, look at the grooves in the wood. You know, let's get some the future, the past. See, the guy, he's obviously going to town supply, and that's his new job. You know, bringing new stuff, supplies, and all that. To the beach. There we go. Right. Anyone who likes the beach needs to see this, because okay, the beach is like this movie. Totally, it's a beach. The beach is a Mosquito, of course. This guy is, I like that. You know, the guy who goes to town and like gets the supplies for everybody that can. The fabric, making clothes. Now everyone's about to be a fucking colourful. They've all got little shirts now. Hats. Old gardener. Is that the boat driver gardener? Oh, I see. Oh, yep, here he comes. Here comes problem number one. It's the fucking missionary. Look at that fucking... Look at him troubling the offence. Outsider. Again, it's like on the beach. You know, the cat be running around the woods, the fucking 16-bit imagery running around and like scaring off like the new people coming. He comes off as a creep, like, doesn't he? But yeah, it's a clash of beliefs, though. That's the thing. Harrison Ford's like, this guy like believes in the Bible. He's a missionary. He's trying to go out and tell the Bible. Harrison Ford thinks he's full of it, and you know that neither of them's wanting to back down. You know what I mean? So it's an interesting concept. Oh, she got a parrot. But it's great how the extras, you know, like extras in the background as well, you're getting used to them. They're quite funny. They've all seemed to get sense of humour. Look at them getting his fucking hammer ready like a fucking Wild Wild West stand-up. The Revenant. He's going to rant. Here we go with rants. Yeah. I'm a fair man. Holy hell, why is that guy wearing a massive bloody beanie cap like that? He must be roasting. I thought it was hair at first. I had to double look. It's a fucking beanie cap. The Pharaoh said. Look at him, he's got his stick. Harrison Ford's about to unleash his fury of the Bible here. Quote from the Bible. But yeah, Clash. What do people believe in? It's rainy season. Pan across. I fucking love it, man. I really, really like to see this on Blu-ray. With a commentary. The rain, man. It's River Phoenix narrates battle. But see, the house is now built. I don't know where I'm getting all this stuff from, where the money's coming from, but there we go. See, the fact that it took time to build it all, and let's see what else the director directed. Having a party. Day. Peter Weir, yeah, it's definitely based on a novel. Peter Weir is from New South Wales, Australia. Wow, okay, so that's an absolute coincidence. He's the director of Master and Commander. Why do I always forget that name? Ghost Rider, which was the last podcast I did. The director of photography was the director of Master and Commander. They keep the way back, so he hasn't done a film now for 8 years. He is, if I go backwards a bit, 74. So yeah, to be honest with you, he's could be done, or he's been working on a movie called The Keep, Master and Commander, The Truman Show, Fearless. Again, that was a big movie back in the early 90s. It's the shot of Jeff Bridges just standing there like he's fearless at the end. But he also did Dead Poet Society, so again, fans of Dead Poet Society and The Green Card as well. Witness, Living Daylights, Gallipoli. So he worked a lot in the 70s. Wow, he did an awful work in the 70s. Started working in the late 60s, so. But who's in The Green Card again? The Green Card, you'll recognise the cover. It's that French actor Gerald Depardieu and Amy MacDonald as well. Yeah, he's a good director. I mean, he's nailed it with this film. He nailed it with The Truman Show. I was just hoping with The Way Back. I mean, don't get us wrong, I probably will revisit it The Way Back, but it just didn't grab me, and it's just them walking. You know what I mean? But now we've got like kid gangs going on there, and the woods. Little pond. Skinny dipping. Again though, that had to be an artificial made pool. That has to be a set. It's safe for the kids to jump in there. The kids community now, they're going to build their own little home. Yeah, they're building a camp now. Again, though, if you were stuck in that situation, you would have to adapt to stuff like that, you know. Sounds utopia. God, I haven't half knocked my finger there on my little finger, but there we go. Is that setting up their own little utopia? I think I've said that about 5 times. So the film just slowed down a little bit, but again it's about building, and as you see this massive stroke of strength here as they're all pulling up here. You know, it's been designed so they can build stuff up there. Oh, it's the boiler. There we go, he's going to start creating a big boy, a fat boy. Everyone starts dancing again, more and more people are coming. The size of that man, it's fucking massive. You know what I mean? It's like that. I mean, that would just be done with CGI now. You know what I mean? But it's clearly being built. And again, though, it's like, right, you need to build it. So film footage of it being built. You know what I mean? It's production value. There you go, that shot there that you're building in the middle of the woods. Yeah, like film that. You know? How the fuck he's got gas cylinders now and how was that, ammonia? It's, yeah, it's just, where's he getting all this stuff from? He's gonna make a massive fucking ice machine in the middle of the fucking jungle. But like the move there, you know, they get there. And then this shot, look how quickly this cuts there to this lovely shot of these guys coming down on the little canoe. And they look, and like time has passed so quickly all of a sudden. You just had that little scene with River Phoenix and remember that. And look at that. There's a massive skyscraper built, designed in the middle of the fucking jungle, and it's really there. I mean, it's fucking impressively built, but like it happens so quickly. You know what I mean? It's just, it's, you know, it's not like a landmark. It's like, what the fuck is that? And it's proper, it's like slim and slick. It's like mail to order. It's like, look at that. I mean, that's an amazing shot. That's just, it's clearly there. You know, it's in the middle of the fucking jungle, but it's clearly there. And yeah, he's got his house built there. He's got his little, I mean, how much they've built. Again, though, it's like little details like the hairs, like River Phoenix's hair is still short, and that Harrison Ford should, to me, had started growing a beard. Like, if he was that obsessed with getting this all stuff there, he shouldn't really been about how he looks. It's more about building a beard. And I get the family photo. Happy family. This is probably the last time they are happy. Douche. Lights the fire in the furnace. Everyone listens to the roar. It's a massive like everyone shits themselves. So waiting. I want to sneeze. Yeah, which is the cells. It's the devil. He goes in. like Mountain Clues and the Saving Grace. Go in. Everyone waits. I mean, these people have never probably seen what he's about to do. Ice. Cold water. Lots has happened there, striking a match in a couple of minutes. Freezing. That was a brilliant reaction by River Phoenix there. He's like, probably, you fucking did it. He's like amazed by his death. Yeah, the fucking snow in the middle of the fucking. I mean, that must be salt. Snow salt. I mean, look at that shot pulling back there. Massive skyscraper in the middle of the jungle and a massive pile of fucking snow. Like, what? Yeah. Yeah, that's what's going on. And throwing ice into the fucking. People come from all over. Do you think you would sell the ice? That's giving it away. Have ice. Blocks of it. Again though, the location in the river, how long it took them to get there in the first place, how long's that ice going to last? And then all of a sudden he's bored again. You know, River Phoenix narrates again as his father, as he walks out there, look at him, like all the coldness coming off the back of him. So his next idea is to walk into the woods with ice, to find a long lost tribe, to be the first man to show this tribe ice. So just power walking with like a massive stretcher. Go hike the canyon on his t-shirt there. Pouring rain. I wonder if they waited for like just to rain or actually bother to get a rain machine. I was it's funny, I was watching Stargate on Blu-ray. I picked up Stargate on Blu-ray a few weeks ago for £1. It was awesome. Stargate's discontinued. It comes with a lot of extra features, including a comedy by Roland Emmerich and Dean Devlin, or whatever you call him. And it's an interesting comedy, and I quite like the director's cut. You know, the whole like the reveal of like somebody came through and they found that which they cut away, and then before they go through the Stargate for the first time, you see like this hidden artifact, and you know it's like an imprint of one of the guard soldiers who came through where the Stargate was on the floor, and I was like, wow, that's totally like, I mean I've got that. I'm saying that I think it's awesome that I found that out now, but again that's a great, to me, alternative cut. You know, this is, you know, the myth. And they were talking about it after this commentary's been done after Godzilla, you know, so they're looking back at it, and that's a really interesting commentary. And Stargate, the scene where the rain is the first rain scene he did, and he's get on like had so much problems with the rain, and he's get, oh yeah, then we went and made Godzilla all in the rain. I was like, yeah, it rained for pretty much that whole film. I only got I don't even think Raw turned up. I think they just got through to the other side, but I quite liked Stargate. He starts losing his mind. He's pretty hard on these kids as well. Doesn't grab these kids in that one. It's just like, whoa. I don't know if that's right or wrong. You know, I wasn't raised that way. I'm not saying you fucking need a DDT your kid on the phone. Nice temple, that must be real. His brother sticks up from him as well. realises he's just been a cunt. But he's not going to admit it. And now they're resting. And he's not very smart because there, look, you can see. I mean, that's clever. That's clever filmmaking because you can see the steam coming off the ice because it's too close to the fire. I mean, it tells him to put the fire out. The ice is melting. I'm guessing that's what he's just said. Considering I can't hear that, but yeah. And yeah, it's just a fucking egg now. It's like an Easter egg. It's all what's left. He's obsessed with carrying ice through the jungle. Of course they're going to run away if you're running around with a fucking banshee and you're white. You know, you're about never seen ice before, but have you ever seen a white person before? Have you thought about that? So this is about where the film really turns. You start to like, utopia's there, the ice machine's there, and now you realise that, you know, like, this is where the film turns. So they've found the long lost tribe, but someone's also found them. It's gone. Gets all that way and it's gone. No subtitles. And then this where Phoenix reveals there's someone else there, and that's not the problem. The ice isn't the problem. But there's more people there. And it's a bit of a twist here, like, he thinks they're, like, hostage, but then they're not really the people who are hostage. Ice makes ice. McKenna spent a lot of time there going, right, don't eat us. And Dad makes ice, so don't eat us. So like how quickly the machine was built, so yeah. So he thinks that they're hostage and all that, it's a trip, you know. So their utopia they're living with is about to get free as these people are about to follow them back. Story of breadcrumbs. Missionaries. So yeah. Operation failure. I called heaven and earth the witness, and the missionary returns. Missionary leaflets everywhere. Oh, that one's fucking awesome, huh? Looks like a bit of like matte painting, that one though. Ah. Someone's attacked and killed the The reds are not really good on this edit. So he's collecting stuff and he's found the tomatoes. He's found someone with a gun. Run! He's only shooting out. So we're powering through this film. As I said, it's definitely the halfway through now. I don't know how he didn't. There's quite a little narrow place. I don't know how he didn't see the guy standing there, but you know. There we go, guns and utopia. Almost unknown actors, none of them look familiar. So yeah, the missionaries have come. Huh. We like it here. We come with an we come with a fucking what is it? AK-47. And you getting though, like what? This is where it's like it turns because they become hostage in their own utopia. What they've created is about to be taken away from them. But again, it's like it almost has the Western kind of thing. What do you do if bandits come to town? You know. So what do you do? They have guns. So he plots to kill them. So he fucking takes the top turn. I don't think he's got the right sunglasses on. You can see so much reflection in his glasses. I just cut down half a house. Yeah, there we go. Just push a house down. There we go. Just like that. I hope, it's off to work we go. Now they took over his house, lying, eating his food, sleeping. Bam bam bam. Hauntley Spring. I started taking away the house, how they burn it. land going on, and it gets a bit sinister. He's creeping on his wife. Get away. Look there. It's getting that whole creeping around and stuff. Making them the tea and all that. I mean, surely someone could get away. Like Mr. Harold or whatever it's called, who comes up the fucking river. He hasn't been seen for a while. Talking among themselves. Spying on the girls. Yeah, it's looking grim, you know. It's a PG and they're contemplating rape. Do you know what I mean? It's definitely needs reclassified into a 12. Him creeping on her. Thanks. Again, it's, oh god, it's creepy. Creeping on her. Really creeping on her. But he's made him a new bedroom. Breakfast, yeah. Lured them in, made them a new bed. So yeah, a nice little cozy accommodation in the belly of the beast of the fat boy, and one of them's still going to guard the door. What's going on? Creeping up there as well. There's a lot of jungle surround music going on here heavily. There's no score, there hasn't been a score for a while, there's no narrating. It's just like tweeting of fucking cockroaches on their legs and stuff. I listened in school, like, I don't know what that is, it's almost like Christian Slater, Pump Up the Volume. Yeah, Christian Slater borrowed my Pump Up the Volume, still hasn't given it back. Claim to fame, that. Anyway, I mean, he's Hardcore Harry on the radio doing that. Cricket to the knees. They plot to kill and murder and bury them. It's a shame River Phoenix and Harrison Ford didn't get another scene after this together. I mean, they're in Indiana Jones, but obviously River Phoenix is playing Harrison Ford. It's a younger age, so, you know. It's not Back to the Future, it's Indiana Jones. So as River Phoenix is about to turn into Elcio del Toro. Elcio? Play the whole Assassin's Creed. Climb it up. He's armed with a plank of wood. That's what it's come to. Send your kid up a fucking skyscraper you built with a plank of wood to take on 3 guys with guns. There's the next Mission Impossible. Creeping, creeping. Creeping, creeping. He shuts the door. I mean, as the inventor of this, did he realise that the absolute, like, oh, fuck me, that guy's probably just sweating. The explosion, what's about to occur. Fuck me, that guy's got more hair in his fucking chest than I've got on my head. Right? Now he's got to come down. It's just cockroaches, man. Just cockroaches. Start the fire. And yeah, fat boy is going to kill them. They can't get out. Of course, do you expect them to start firing? They won't feel a thing, they're fucking all screaming. Fucking cause look at that one. Oi! What did you think was going to happen? Did you not think of that Doctor Strange, Mr. Harrison Ford? Did you not? Is that not one of your? Look at that! It's a class imagery. That a beast is alive, a fire and frames. Was that one of your outcomes? I mean, they are dead now, burnt alive. Some spectacular fucking red and green flames there, like a fucking demon head. Looks like added reprojection, that model maybe. Oh yeah, look at that, man. It's fucking, the boilers took off like a space shuttle. Fuck me, what a massive explosion that is, man. Fuck me. And look at the redness in Harrison Ford's eyes. There's something really well done about this movie, because that is madness. A massive explosion, that Jesus. It's real, you know what I mean? I just love it how the fucking boiler takes off like a fucking space shuttle. There we go. Catacomb effect. The fucking pipe, you know, air condition goes along like fuel injection, torches the whole house. And again, though, his own thinking of, like, he didn't think about what could happen to his family. He was trying to protect his family, but he was just thinking of, you know, how to get, like, not thinking of like the bigger picture. Right, I'm going to lock the guys in, the gas is going to kill them, yeah, but what happens if they start firing? It blows up, and boom, before you know it, the fucking fire spreads along the fucking channel they've got set up between the building, in the thing, and boom, there you go, utopia wiped out. Which does look like a matte painting or a set. And his realisation, it's gone, you know. We'll just start building again. Life over. Da-na-na. The kids and all that for the rubble. It's some blaze like. Pretty wrecked. It's a shame that like. And here he goes again. Sorry, I've just been messaging on my phone. Harrison Ford looking on like. Oh, hang on, what's happened here? Oh, his boat's dead as well. Just destroyed everyone's lives, you know. See, it's all practical sets and all that, you know. Back on the mini boat. I think this is where they get caught up in the storm, don't they? So once they get there, you know, a lot is passed. Building the town, building the big fat boy, and then the demise after the walk, you know. Again, look at this shot, man, all that water. That's it, just rub yellow fever on your kid's head, that's fine. The ocean. I think it's the ocean now, he doesn't want to leave. Everything will wash up. The ocean will provide. Into the ocean. And again though, thinking to himself, yeah, we'll start building a home here. Not even think about what the consequences will be if, you know, fucking monsoon comes. You did leave, yeah. Everything will wash up. The universe will provide. They're not going back to America. Like fucking hell. He's seeing blind in a flash. He's trying to propaganda that everyone's been blown up by nuclear war. Some Joe, he's serious. Again though, should you not have a more than a 5 o'clock shadow now? I don't think that watch is going to cover his board. Sell it for your boat. More of a Phoenix monologue. Oh. There's a little fish on there. Been fishing. The other guy fucked off. So, you know, quickly he's made his own little utopia. He's got a fan up there already. Tropical beach. Little hut. You know, so much time's passed again so quickly. You know, yeah, we're staying here. Next thing you know, it's it, right? And just made this quirky, like, you know, but they haven't got the villagers to help them out, you know. Find of the day. So yeah, they're trying to revive and settle some too. And here comes the man back with a fucking super yacht. Super yacht. There we go, poof. And look at that evil look there. He's not sure what's going on. Let's get a little bit of 5 o'clock shadow there. I think he knows about America. I like winding down smooth, I think. Oh, shoulder. You're in trouble. It's trying to warn. See, he's getting warned there that it's dangerous where they're set up because of the monsoons and all that in the river. So he doesn't take the listening. He won't be told that he's wrong. He won't accept another opinion might be right. See, you've got your chance to leave, but don't ever come back. You know, it's super hard on the kids. You know, his little hat on. I wish he's dead. See, the kids are starting to like fuck this guy. He's crazy. And here comes the thunder and lightning. Oh yeah, he's come back to save him, yeah. Get out, get out. Get out, get out. Flash of thunder and lightning. Hope you're still with us. I'm sorry, drifted on there with the podcast. It is a long film. 2 hour podcasts are pretty long. And he's got batteries to the motor of the boat. Try and save his family. As the monsoon's coming. Fucking hell, I mean, look at that for a set, man. It's fucking awesome, that. Get inside. Look at that, man. It's fucking awesome, that. Again, hear the warning. Didn't listen to it. And the little house they built's about to turn into a raft. How does he die again? He gets hurt, doesn't he? He fights the... Even then again though, like, he's trying to save the family, or is he trying to save what's part of his, you know, his utopia, you know? Fucking hell. So yeah, it's turning into a boat. This little house they built. Like a skeleton of a fucking dinosaur. Does he get shot? He gets shot, doesn't he? Sure he did. Fixes the motorboat, they're away. So yeah, like, oh, right, I can. Was it a boat? Yeah, going upstream. Was it the boat? Was that where they're all I don't know. Victory is the name of the boat. Victory! The smoke and mirrors. I wonder where these vultures were meant to come in the book. Yeah. So we're all like lying there, just drifting along. I mean, did they have any petrol? I mean, how long is this motor going to last for? We're going back up river now. And a big ass boat they've made. See there, now he looks like he's been to war and back and hell and back. His hair is shaggy. He's fucking hasn't got his Ace Ventura top on there. His hair looks a bit like sun bleached. And now it's fucked. Yeah, he jumps in. Where's he going? Jumps in. I got blue waterman. Just jumped in the river. And Maron's fucking freaking out. And he's back. I think he's gone sort of psycho, hasn't he? He's even took the fucking propeller off. Banished the kids to a boat drifting behind him. Like, what the fuck, man? He's totally lost his tits. Oh. Where'd they get the extra boat from? A nice fix of propeller, I don't understand. Wahahaha. Maybe kids get the chance to be like probably evil now, rebellious. Oh my god. That's the calls it sent as a picture of Hurricane Rain. Sorry, not Hurricane Rain, picture of Tom Cruise. I thought freaking out a bit. Looking around. Sorry, I've drifted off a minute. You know, it's just again, it's like they do all that rushing to build stuff, and then like stuff just suddenly drags. You know. But it's just sad. You know, it gets really sad. You know, it's just the fact that you just will not give up. I mean, you've got to break down to break ground. You know what I mean? But it's a mercenary, isn't it? It's almost like you won't accept it. You know, God has come calling to help. And he won't do it. He won't, even for his family's sake, you know. Is he shouting from the fucking... fucking crazy 180 in the middle of the fucking stream. He's gonna knock on his ass. Christian concentration camp, fucking hell. Let's invade his village. Bikes and everything, you know. Salvation for them. God is love. He walks in and I still won't believe. Oh, he's on television. That's how he's got them hooked. He's on telly. You know, they come to church to watch the television. But again, though, it's just totally amazing technology, isn't it? Well, this bit's always a bit hazy to me, like. You got a call? I wonder we typed 555 there. There's some of the cast from the old village. Brainwashed them with the television. Has trouble accepting it. He does like Ward and William Smithers, the younger generation. Back to the boat. Yeah, it's a long, long movie. That was a fucking car now. Thought it was all isolated by a river. I didn't realise it was cars. So every time you revisit, you put it on as like a safe haven movie, and you probably get to where he blows them all up and then you fall asleep. You know. I say about 2 years ago since I did the review, so. Oh, Martha's back. The kids now sneaking around looking for his safe haven. See again though, like we were talking about the whole before, like look at River Phoenix's hair now, it's right up there, that's gotta be a wig. just super dried or whatever. Again, they just seem to lose the cool since they've been on the beach. Yeah, a spark of a beautiful romance. Desperation. This happens to who knocked the generator. Really feeling it's about to show his acting skills. I think he's meant to be 15. Just to try to come up with a plan. Sorry. It's a long one. What's going on? Well, you know, they've left Dad asleep. But now, here comes trouble. His dad has set fire to the place. And gone raging mad. He's even burnt down God's church. I mean, like, again, talking about, like, how you're supposed to, like Harrison Ford. He's just gone into absolute madness, hasn't he? You know, he's sacrificed his family for his beliefs. Look at him come back with some gas. Did you set fire to that? No. You know, he's about to get shot. Except he gets shot in the chest, doesn't he? Pushes his wife down. Fucking Winchester fucking rifle there. Goes in the fucking hunting mode. They run. They fired shot. Get shot at. Have you right to shoot him? You know, he's just burnt down a church. What's that about? The thing is, the Reverend doesn't even know who shot. They float down the river. It's about to pan up in a minute. Tries to nurse him. Right. Again, medicine, middle of the river, in the Amazon jungle. Chances aren't good. Twins starved. Boys leading the way. Seashells clinkering. That's quite a bleak ending. Everything comes forward, his massive hair. Yeah, Harrison Ford has died. His journey into madness has ended. His family's left with nothing. You know. Who's still alive? Picked to death by vultures, though. That's a pretty gruesome ending in the book. Yeah, he's... Are you supposed to like him, or is he the devil? I'm not sure like what's going on with River Phoenix's hair. That close shot there is a little bit wet. And then you pull back that shot before, you look like fucking Basil Brush. It's bleak end of the film, you know what I mean? Last final smidge. And it pans up, doesn't it? Performances are class, like. You know what I mean? That's it. Does he live? Does he die? Well, he dies. Read IMDb. As they finally get back to the open ocean. You know, final words. Some closure. Narration by River Phoenix at the end as well. It's cool that it is River Phoenix, you know, like, could have been Helen, my husband and all that, but yeah. It's the homemade boat floats down there. Getting a bit of music there. The music's creeping back in there and we fade to black. And that is the end of the movie. Straight in, the cast has got that red horrible line straight underneath. So yeah, it's got Hillary and Rebecca Gordon are the twins. That's their names. Reverend Spellgood, Harney Godney. Butterfly McQueen. What a name. Rich Nubs Scringy. So yeah, the red font is underneath all the production heads, production staff. Red font underneath. It's like, oh, I don't like that. So yeah, rewatching that back again, I do like have fond memories of where I watched it. There's a Jeff. Native's Teeth by Jeff. Fucking hell. And it's, you know, it's a good movie. It's, you know, it's a Juliet Mason. It's a dark movie. It's not a PG. Like, it needs reclassifying. It's been discontinued for ages. Deserves restored, some additional content, I think, as well. But it's a great movie to go right when someone goes too far, and willing to risk everything, you know. He's a family man, but then his obsession becomes his demise. You know, his beliefs. He's not willing to accept like someone else's opinion. You know, meet them in the middle, right? Fair enough. That's what you believe. That's what you believe. It's like okay. But you know, like the structural sets. But I just think it's a bit fast paced in the building. And to me personally, the building the tree hut and seeing the tree hut and then building the thing, and just like it happens so quickly. And then the scenes where they seem to be too much longer than they should be. You know, River Phoenix idolizes his dad. He wants to build up his own little utopia. That seemed to stretch on for a bit too long there. And there's a few other bits and bobs. There's a lot goes on. You know what I mean? The missionaries come, they go to the village, come back, they blow the place up, they kill people, and then it turns into like his house he builds that turns into a floating boat and stuff like that. And you know, it's crazy. But beautiful shot film, set really well, brilliant performances. So yeah, very slow rolling text, but again, not cheap font. There's different fonts going on there, and again, underneath all the different departments, there's the red horrible line of crap. If it's meant to be a red long line, it's not. It looks broken and checkered. Australian Post staff. Yeah, music, electronic symbols. Ralph Michael Fisher. Clap your hands and sing. Gimme Sosha. Chaloka mama, mama. Saviour like the shepherd leads us. Okay. Lines. Okay. It's mental when you put like spoken literature in movies. A lot of special thanks to the British forces. Government thanks, yeah. Lenses, Technicolor, Boss Opticals by Boss Corporation. Titles designed by Phil Carroll. Phil, that red line does not work, mate. Sorry. Copyright 1986. Filmed entirely on location in Central America, Rome, Georgia, and Maryland. Yeah, Baltimore and Maryland. So yeah. Original soundtrack available on Fantasy Records, tapes and compact discs. Just to let you know, right at the end, that's your Easter egg before Warner Brothers appears. So that has been the podcast for Mosquito Coast. I used to call it Mosquito's Coast. It's Mosquito Coast. DVD, it's just got a play button. It does need restoring, it does need preserved. Fantastic performance by Harrison Ford, River Phoenix, Helen Mirren. It should not be a PG. I've been Stephen Mason. Thanks for listening for now. Goodbye.
Hello, I'm Stephen Monkey Mason, and welcome to Fast Forward Reviews. The movie is Mosquito's Coast. It is a drama, bit of a thriller, and an adventure. The year 1986. This movie is on for 1 hour and 54 minutes. Directed by Peter Weir. Starring Harrison Ford, Helen Mirren, Helen Mirren, Helen Mirren, Helen Mirren, can't say Millen. Here. And River Phoenix. The age rating for this movie is a PG. If this movie was reissued now, it would not be a PG, it would be a 12 or a 15, definitely. Tagline for this movie is, how far should a man go to find his dream? Ali Fox went to Mosquito's Coast. He went too far. That tagline's not too bad, but you have to really know who Ali Fox was. That's who Harrison Ford plays. But you know, the estimated budget for this movie is 25 million. For an 86 movie, wow! So here's a little bit about the movie. A family man, who is an inventor, creates an ice machine. But after no one is interested in this ice machine, and he is sick of the way America is going, he, along with his family, decide to move to the jungle. That's pretty extreme. When he gets to the jungle, he thinks he has bought a town. But this town basically only has 2 sheds and a few locals. It's not a town at all. It's someone's allotment. It's not even an allotment. It's just 2 sheds. But that doesn't stop him as he starts to build his own utopia. After building a massive house for his family and sheds for the locals, he then decides to build an absolutely massive ice machine. Seriously, this thing looks like a skyscraper in the middle of the jungle. But then he gets bored. He then hears about a long lost tribe that live about a day's trek in the jungle from his town. So he decides to make a massive ice block and carry it through the jungle to be the first person to show this tribe what ice is in the middle of the jungle. Spoiler alert, the ice melts before he gets to the tribe and they're like, what's this water? When he meets the tribe though, he discovers that 3 people are there and he thinks at first they may be captives and tells them that he has this utopia and invites them to follow him back to his utopia, and this is where he makes the biggest mistake so far in this movie. So the people he invites to come back to his utopia come with guns. And guess what? Once they get there, they do not want to leave. And Harrison Ford is pretty much going, oh, what do I do? And decides to plot to kill them. Setting off a chain events of a journey into madness. Fun fact about the movie, while building the town set in Brazil, that word right there, the crew unearthed an ancient temple. They notified government, which declared the site to be an important historical find, and they had to relocate the entire movie. That's a really good fun fact as well as historical fact. Historical? You know what I meant. So here's my review of the movie. This is Harrison Ford at his very best. The location and the production of this movie is very, very impressive. The story is interesting, but it's Harrison Ford that keeps you glued to the screen. He is absolutely mint in this movie. River Phoenix is also on top form in this movie as a supporting role as he plays his son in this movie. River Phoenix also went on to be young Indiana Jones a couple of years later in The Last Crusade with Harrison Ford, so there's a bit of film connection there. This film is really well made, but there's just something missing. Just something missing. Fans of drama and location. I meant that as a TV reference of someone going from one place and moving to another. And definitely fans of Mr. Harrison Ford and Mr. River Phoenix should definitely check this out. If none of them, don't. Seriously. So should you watch this movie? As I've just said before, you're a fan of Harrison Ford, River Phoenix, location, moving dramas, definitely check out Mosquito's Coast. Should you own it? If you can. This is discontinued and that old. When you put this on, it doesn't even have any warnings, age ratings, trailers. The screen just goes straight on your screen. And when it only has a play button, there's nothing else. You press play and the film starts, and it's about this wide as well, so it could do with getting remastered. But as I said, it shouldn't be a 15. There is a little bit of swearing, people get shot, spoiler. But how many concert bricks would I give this out of 5? I personally grew up on this, so I'm going to give it a 3. So 1, 2, 3. As I said, if you're a fan of Harrison Ford, I keep on saying that. If not, don't bother. I've been Stephen Monkey Mason. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.